15 people have lost their lives in a tragic helicopter crash in southern Peru. A mission that began as a rescue effort in the midst of devastating floods and ended in heartbreak. On Sunday, a military helicopter deployed to assist communities affected by severe flooding went down in the Arequipa region.
Se desembocó otra vez, se desembocó. Miren.
The aircraft, a Russian-made Mi-17 operated by the Peruvian Air Force, had been supporting emergency operations as torrential rain battered the region, triggering mudslides and flash floods. According to officials, the helicopter lost radio contact while flying over the mountainous terrain of Arequipa. It had been traveling from the city of Pisco in the neighboring Arequipa region to Chala, where rescue efforts were underway. When communication was suddenly cut off, concerns immediately grew.
Ignacio, familia, mire cómo está. Rompieron todo, se inundó.
Then search teams began combing the rugged landscape, and on Monday, the wreckage was located near Chala, a coastal town not far from the Pacific Ocean. There were no survivors. All 15 people on board were killed, 11 passengers and 4 crew members. Among the victims were 7 children. One of them was just 3 years old.
Concha de su madre.
Se desembocó otra vez, se desembocó. Miren.
The helicopter had been dispatched to support search and rescue operations in a region overwhelmed by relentless rainfall. Overflowing rivers had torn through neighborhoods, streets had turned into muddy torrents, homes had been inundated, entire communities were struggling to cope with the aftermath of powerful storms.
Y ahora hoy otro montón de tierra otra vez. Suenan las piedras, Karencita, cerramos la ventana.
Local media reports suggest that some of the armed forces personnel on board had relatives accompanying them during the mission. While the helicopter's primary role was operational support, the presence of families adds another layer of sorrow to an already devastating event. In a statement released after the crash, the Peruvian Air Force expressed its grief, offering its deepest condolences to the family members, friends, and the entire Air Force family for the irreparable loss of our crew and passengers. The nation now mourns not only the victims of the storm, but also those who were trying to help. The crash comes at a time when southern Peru is grappling with widespread destruction. The Arequipa region has experienced days of intense rainfall, leading to severe flooding, landslides, and structural damage. Mud has swept through residential streets, carrying debris and trees in its path. Videos circulating on local networks show floodwaters pouring into homes, swallowing furniture, vehicles, and personal belongings.
Ay, comía todo el primer piso, mira el carro. Tiene una lavadora, se llevó por allá también. Y miren ese...
Entire neighborhoods have been left coated in thick layers of mud. Families have been forced to evacuate as buildings were declared unsafe. Regional Governor Rohel Sánchez has confirmed that numerous homes have been severely damaged and labeled uninhabitable. Local authorities have formally requested assistance from Peru's national government, citing the scale of the destruction and the urgent needs of affected residents.
Se acaba de caer el muro del cruce de la torrentera con Víctor Andrés Belaúnde. Eso quiere decir que debe haber ahí un dique. Se llama un carro.
Beyond the helicopter tragedy, at least 2 other storm-related deaths have been reported. An elderly woman was swept away by floodwaters in the Chala district. In another incident, a man lost his life after being struck by lightning during the severe weather. The situation highlights the dangerous conditions facing both civilians and emergency responders. Military aircraft like the MY-17 are commonly used in disaster response across Peru due to their ability to operate in challenging terrain and transport personnel and supplies quickly. But flying in severe weather, particularly in mountainous regions, carries significant risks. Sudden changes in visibility, strong winds, and heavy rainfall can complicate navigation and communication. Authorities have confirmed that an investigation is now underway to determine the cause of the crash. Officials will examine flight conditions, mechanical factors, and communication records to understand what happened in the helicopter's final moments.